So you have loads of responsibilities on your hands already, and you're looking for someone to manage your social media accounts. So automatically you assume young people will be good for this, plus you'll save a few pounds just by finding someone that is young and inexperienced so you can pay them minimum wage. That isn't a smart move. Let me show you why. Welcome everybody to Theo's Thoughts, where I share with you my thoughts on marketing, business, personal development and tech. Let's get into it. Social media is psychology, sociology and a shovel full of data. So don't jump to the assumptions that young people know how to use social media simply because you see them in their phone consistently. That isn't the case. I don't want you to go and hire someone that is young and inexperienced, and then when social media doesn't work for you, you turn around and say, oh, I tried that social media thing, it didn't work out so well. You need to put someone that is experienced and that knows exactly what they're doing on your social media platforms if you are not going to do it yourself. Yes, young people are always on social media, but what are they on social media for? That is the question. They're on social media to speak to girls or to boys. They're on social media to check out the newest trainers that are out. They're on social media because they want to keep up with someone that's popular or a celebrity. That's why they're on social media. So just because they're on social media on these platforms, it doesn't necessarily mean that they know how to use these platforms. Using platforms for your business purposes is totally different to using platforms for your personal purposes. I don't think many people get that. When you hire a young person to manage your social media, you're automatically saying that this young person knows about marketing, PR, customer service and crisis management. After all, this person is just fresh out of school, fresh out of college, but you're saying that this person is the best person to represent your business at the front of house. Because at the end of the day, social media channels are like the front of house for your business. They represent and are the first point of contact for your business. Things to do when considering taking on a young person to be your social media manager. The first thing that you really want to be looking at is their social media platforms. So what are they engaging with? What are they posting content on? Who is within their network? What power of influence do they have? If you look on most people's timeline, it shows you almost like a dear diary of what they was thinking and when. So scroll through this, have a look, and it will show you the real person that you're hiring, not the person that turns up to the interview, because at the end of the day, the person that turns up to the interview is the best version of them. The true version of them is what you see on their social media platforms. So check that out and see that it is consistent with what they are saying within their CV or whatever it is that they're sending you that is giving you the information to say that they are the right person for this job. Some young people nowadays can't even communicate to you and look you in the eye at the same time simply because they're into the habit of looking away or looking into their phone at the same time as talking. If you're hiring a young person, you've got to consider, has this young person got the people skills to communicate with people at all levels, on all levels of demographics? Not just people that are at their age range, but you've got to consider people that are also of a different demographic with different likes and interests. More importantly, your target market. Basic things like please, thank you, see you again soon. Like these types of things, as basic as they sound, you'll be surprised how many times I audit people's social media platforms and I look into the inboxes or messages and I don't see basic manners. Basic manners need to be used regardless if you're an individual, a brand, or whoever it is that you are. The same communication efforts that you would make offline, you need to be making online. Use your manners. Another thing you've got to look at is there's a thin line between humour and offensive. Do they know this line? Whoever's managing your social media needs to know this thin line. If they don't understand this line, they could end up offending more people than what they do make smile. So take that into account. Are they making people smile or are they offending people? Has the young person got a real interest in social media? Have they got an interest in developing themselves? If they're not developing themselves, then they're not going to keep up to speed with what's within the industry, with what's going on other social media platforms. Is the young person motivated to develop themselves to become a better social media manager? Here's some ways that you can double check to see if you've got the right young person that you want to employ. Give them social media scenarios. So give them a scenario where you've got, say, an angry customer. Someone didn't receive a service or a product the way that they had planned to receive it. Now, give them an angry customer, give them the example, and ask them to deal with it. See how they deal with it. How do they resolve this problem? Will they know how to resolve it? And then you respond to them as if you are the angry customer. So you give them role play. And by doing this, you will be able to tell if they give in to their emotions and react in an angry way because the customer is angry, or will they respond in a professional manner that is timely and deals with the situation and diffuses it and helps the customer. Give the young person an objective you want to achieve for your brand. Let them know the target market, then ask them to create a piece of content for their choice of platform that they think is going to get the most reach, most engagement, and be the best platform to build an audience. That'll be a test for them, for you to see if they are thinking of social media from a business perspective. Now, I'm not saying that you're not going to find someone that's creative and young to use social media. I'm not saying that. I'm saying you may do, but don't assume that every young person knows automatically how to use social media. Young people have great potential simply because they're born in an era where the smartphone existed from birth. These guys have been playing with smartphones since they was in their nappies. Me, I had a 3210 when I was in senior school playing Snake, and I thought that was high tech. So that shows you the difference in where we've come from. Now I have to give a shout out to Agora Pulse, my social media management tool of choice. Question of the day, what do you think makes a good social media manager? If you want to hear more of my thoughts on marketing, business, personal development and tech, then hit that subscribe button below.